might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Going for the return, and he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Morris. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ran through the contact. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that game.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Wildcats are in the hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet.
Oh, there's the ball! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, looking for a man. Let's it fly. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield. It's Giddens. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Caught by the receiver. Gain of 20. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State
second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run play action. Coming after it. That's reeled in. It's Giddens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but instead they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. The Wolverines get enough for the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for it, running toward the tape. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He wants to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they took a shot.
First down.
Couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Pocket starts to collapse. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards.
And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to take off. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He's got it! Touchdown, Kansas State! And the route is on. They'll immediately call timeout. For Wildcats. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Texas Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
Pulls it in on the right. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Using the quick game. Puts one in the spin cycle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. It's reverse. Keeps the legs moving. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up.
Kansas State 31, Michigan 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking for space. It's Jackson. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
4th down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3.
On the field goal.
Never a down. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll get rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Hauls it in. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Breaks the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coach...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they've...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Johnson wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 11 over Texas Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going up top here late in the game. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Skips away from pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. It's pay dirt late in the game.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound. And they get the sack right out of the gate. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Number 24 with the return.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
The kick is good.
Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown.
28.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Here's the handoff. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, what a move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kansas State! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them.